We are back. Hello, Crucify. You there, buddy?
I am.
Hey, the boys are back. Unts. We're back.
Big Crew is back, baby.
Let's go, Big Crew. Oh God, we are here today at Laguna Seca, round 10. Two 30-minute races, obviously qualifying prior, and what's this after this? We got 3 more races to go after this one, or 2 more, 3 races. Yeah, three more. So this is our 10th race, and yeah, we're just going to look at the standings now because there has been a mix-up in the top 3 since Kialami. If I could just get the differences up real quick, like. So the major change that we have seen today, or last week should I say, Schroeder and Joris have now overtaken Nathan Corsial on the standings. So,
yeah, just absolutely pipped him there, haven't they?
Yeah, so, you know, what was looked like a really tight race last week between the 3 of them, Corsial having to claim some points but not doing so through penalties and such, and I think it might have been a disqualification if I remember correctly, through too much penalties or a drive-through or something or other. Basically, it just didn't go Corsial's way, and Schroeder and Joris both capitalised on that situation and now find themselves in first and second now in the driver's standings. I don't think much has changed in terms of the team standings, but the drive standings now are looking very, very competitive.
They're looking spicy.
And, you know, J Wolf ain't too far behind either, so we could definitely see, given his consistency in the last few races as well, potentially taking a podium spot off Nathan Corsial if he doesn't get his act together today. So, you know, we're hoping for a bit of a, you know, I think we say every race, don't we? Bit of a mix-up.
This Schroeder one reminds me of, I remember when Lewis Hamilton in his rookie season, he didn't win a race for like 5 races, but ended up just being pipped at the post for the championship because he it's fun. I shouldn't laugh because, you know, he's our boy, innit? But he had worn tyres and he run it off in China into the dirt. But it's the same with Schroeder. He's won 1 race, and I'm guessing that was last week when I wasn't here.
I think he won last week's, and I think it might have been the week before. But I mean, Joris weren't too far behind. Is it just the 1 win? Is it that? Well, yeah. But I mean, consistency matters, right?
2/3. That's what I'm saying. Like, Lewis put himself in a position where he was able to stay within, and then when it came to time, he started getting wins at the end, and that's what nearly got him his first championship. But he decided to go in and worn tyres on wet surface.
Yeah, well,
you'll have to watch that. That is brilliant.
I will. But what we know of and what we don't know of is how it's going to end today. And I think Schroeder and Joris again are going to want to keep their hot streak going in terms of positions. I mean, Joris, one of them being just insane consistency when it comes to the podiums that you're on, the pace, being able to keep up with the best of them, race in, race out. And we're just going to sort this out real quick, like, and I'll have to mess around.
Experimental feature ago. Let's see how it gets on.
Yeah, because hopefully, I mean, I'm not going to do it on this one, but hopefully it's decent for you. And I'm hoping everybody can hear the game pretty well and hear my voice. If not, please let me know. We've had a few people saying, "Oh, we can't hear the cars." You know what I mean? The cars aren't the rock stars. We're the rock stars, okay? But it's fine. I'll turn the cars up a little bit. I think
I'm more of a Brian May. I'm in the background, but the guitar skills are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's, you know what I mean. I like to think I'm Freddie Mercury. Minus the teeth.
You got the tash for it.
I got a tash for it. I'll get there one day. I'll grow that tash one day. It will be mine.
It weren't backhanded. That was a compliment. You got a tash for it.
I know, but I shaved a couple of weeks back. Okay, so it's growing again.
No, we're men. We don't do that.
I just push really hard on my face, and it just pops right back up.
Ow.
And I've noticed
focus on the growth. All right, Napa.
That's it. Yeah. That Napa mustache. That's what I'm after. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know who is leading this. I'm going to assume it's Krebs. It's Krebs. It's Krebs leading the charge for qualifying lap. So he will be the man to put the first time down once he now starts his lap. And then we just have to go off what happens after. And I wish I knew more about Laguna Seca, but I don't, other than just it's an American track and it's very good. I enjoy driving it quite a lot. And it's a bit of a dicey corkscrew. The corkscrew.
That's where it's made.
It's make or break.
That's
there,
where you
isn't
find out if you got the steelies for it or
not.
I guarantee we're going to see someone overshoot it, being a bit overzealous and go straight into that wall.
For me, I think what I'm looking for mostly is people getting penalties from it, because what you notice is that a lot of people don't quite know the angle to kind of put the car on, and so they find themselves kind of putting across over the curb way too much, and to a point where you get like a bit of a penalty for it.
You've got to be brave and trust that the camber's going to bring you back in. A lot of people start oversteering, thinking the camber's not going to bring them back to the track once they're going downhill on the corkscrew, and that's where they get into a whole heap of problems, because they've overcompensated, not taking into account the camber bringing them back in. So they'll actually cause the back end to step out and snap, and just cause them to massively oversteer and spin out and cause chaos. So I'm looking forward to that in the first couple of laps, mate.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see that as well. And here we go, the first lap's been set right now. 124.9 by Krebs, followed by Schroeder, who takes that position. 124.2. Corsial takes his position. 123.8. And he has set the bar now for the other drivers to compete with. And Sherlock in a nice P5 currently, although that is the last position of those who have completed a lap. And the times are already improving on the next lap afterwards.
Experimental features giving Jabber his airtime.
I tell you what.
It's great.
If the experimental ones won't, we will. Jabber in the custard cream Lambo, giving it love. Absolutely love this Lambo. My favourite car by far in this game is, you know, and we gave Jabber love, and he spits in our face and parks up a side. Oh, I don't think he's on his hot lap. I think that's what it is. So if he's not on his hot lap, then we'll just we'll come off him for now and have a look at what the...
You call it custard cream yellow, I call it Chernobyl green.
It is Chernobyl green. Look at the radiation, as opposed to Schroeder's Eiffel 5, I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die Porsche. And putting the pressure on Krebs here on a quali lap, this Krebs might get done there for maybe blocking Schroeder a little bit, because he is 8 tenths up and he is now going to take P1. That is provisional pole for Schroeder for the time being. Cars behind him, not quite as fast at the moment, but that is 4 tenths better than Corsial, who will be his main competitor, I believe, in this race.
Schroeder's got 4 tenths on him at the moment.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot.
Quite vast on such a short track.
We're seeing a lot of Lambo love this track. I think everybody might have listened to me finally. You know, what I mean, I've been saying it for weeks, months, that the Lambo is the best car in ACC. It's unreal.
I also find it funny people are changing cars.
It needs to be addressed. We need to have somebody.
Yeah, I'm putting you all on blast. If you come back and see this, you're all on blast.
Yeah, you're all getting checked.
You picked your car. You stick with it. You know, you don't see Lewis going, "Can I have a go at that Red Bull, please?"
I'll jump in that Red Bull. Thanks for this race. Just for this race, it's better this race, right? Like that's how it works. But yeah, let's switch over to Krebs, who is 6 tenths up on his lap, and he is, I think he's about to cross
8
the
tenths.
start finish.
9 tenths.
Oh, he's only
gaining.
And Krebs puts himself into P3, not as fast as Schroeder and Corsial, but in the podium, second row for Krebs at the moment.
Broke into them 123 is what we love to see at Krebs.
And Angel on an 8 tenths improvement on his, and he's now into the last few corners of his hot lap. And I absolutely love the design of that Merc as well. Something about those, it kind of looks a little bit like the brawn colours, you know what I mean? Jensen, Button, Braun.
Of who, sorry?
I
was just looking at the lap times.
You know, the Jensen, Button, Braun. Oh, Angel into P2, 123.8, only 4 tenths behind Schroeder. That's a surprise.
Someone check his PC.
Someone check, hacks.
Check that trash can. Something's not right.
Coach Dave Strats. Take a little sip of my drink there. Whew. Ferrari just casually pushing through there. We're just going to switch over to Van Bunker, our boy Pookie, in probably the grossest looking BMW we've seen on the track ever.
I won't have that slander.
Oh my god. Looks like a Nike shoe. Looks awful. Oh my days. You know what? It's fine.
Looks like, you know what? It looks like a van from 2010.
Yeah, it just...
it looks like the vans from 2010. Out there and edgy.
Urbis, where, like, you know what I mean? Manchester Town Centre.
Palace.
Yeah. They're probably not going to get these jokes, but it's fine. It's fine.
These are in jokes.
Yeah,
if you're from Manchester, you'll know.
You'll understand. With Van Bunker now on a 4/10th improvement. Already P6. Will it place him ahead? Of course. And it does. It puts him into a P3 position.
You want to jump on Summerhill. He's 7 tenths up and he's already got a 124.
Summerhill. A return of Summerhill. We have not had Summerhill in a race in a while, and I have missed that car's design. Look at it. I love that. I love the colour. I'm not sure what colour that is. It's like a, I want to say maroon burgundy kind of red.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
San Diego.
Get this, San Diego.
Brilliant.
Some real looking to make a strong comeback. He's missed a few races now. So in terms of drive standings, not really anywhere. But I feel like if he had been in those last few races, Summerhill would definitely probably be competing for at least top 4, top 5, right? Like, that's if we're going off what his form was at the start of the season. Well, gets a bit out of shape through the corkscrew, and any improvement that we've seen there is now gone, and Summerhill has lost a whole 4 tenths on the corkscrew alone, and that is what we were discussing earlier.
Half a second up then as well.
Aye, we were talking about how it's make or break in that one corner for this track, and we've just seen that happen right ahead of us there. And I think he'd be going for another lap now. But Hallgaard has stolen my attention. He's in 7 tenths up on his lap. Losing a little bit there, losing a tenth. Coming to the last corner now. Makes the time back up there. Foot down. P7. This might get him into a big, strong position. And it puts him into P1 provisional pole for Hallgaard in the last 30 seconds of qualifying.
Where's he just pulled that time from?
I don't know. In the Honda.
Where's that just come from?
It's insane. I think Krebs was 5 tenths up, and he's dropped it, and that was the lap to put him in P1 then. And we've got Pookie now looking a little bit out of bounds there. Yep, that's his lap gone. Stepped the limits a little too much.
Come on, Joris. Show us what you've got, son.
Schroeder now, only a 10th up. Not enough yet to put him into P1 and knock Hallgaard off. Corsial, still not enough for him either. And someone's going to have to pull it out of the bag here. Because Joris is now coming down, and I don't think he's got it to take Hallgaard off. He doesn't. That's P3 for Joris. And he's going to be disappointed with that one.
He lost a lot of time on his exit.
Yeah, he's going to want. He's wanting to be ahead of Schroeder. Corsial, 3 tenths up on his lap, but I think Schroeder's about to finish his. Gets onto the straight. Will it be enough to put him into P1?
Corsial's 3 tenths up right now as well.
It's not how
coming up to 4 tenths.
Corsial on his last corner.
Oh, he got it all wrong in the last corner. Corsial, he was 5 tenths up.
And Corsial into P3, and Hallgaard has stole a pole position. We have what an upset. But that being said, I think Hallgaard did P1 last week, and unfortunately for Hallgaard, he did lose it all. He lost it all in the race. Like, it just went. The turns tabled. He's just switched, and what looked like a confident Hallgaard win turned into potentially one of his worst races. But Hallgaard found himself in P1 again, and then the top three in the driver's standing, Schroeder, Joris, and Corsial in the second, third, and fourth. And it's all to be won here in Laguna Seca. Hallgaard wanting to probably recover from last week and actually secure some decent points in his P1 position again. And now we are waiting for the...
Well, we've got a slight intermission. We may as well ask the chat. Give us a 1 for Hallgaard, give us a 2 for Schroeder, a 3 for Corsial, a 4 for Joris, or a 5 for Krebs for who's going to win it. Give us some spams if you're here. If you're lurking.
We love you too. Sight! No, I'm joking. We do. We love you. We love you. We love you. Why? I'm gonna comment on this in a second. Let me... Oh yeah, I have to switch, don't I? Gotta hate that. It'd be annoying having to like tab out of there to get to the race control.
How come we've got a grid start or warm up lap?
Yeah.
I was like,
I thought it'd be so much cooler if there was a grid start in this game, though. I know it's not like.
I actually prefer it. Like with GT, it's like Gran Turismo. For those that don't know, it's such a. For me, you can really punish people that just aren't on it.
Yeah, and I think
whereas
like
rolling, I don't think you're punished enough on a rolling start.
Well, I don't think the cars shine too much either on their acceleration or the properties that those different cars have. When you do have a rolling start, I mean, you can see it in the Lambo quite often and stuff like that, and you feel it in the the McLaren a little bit, like how slow the start is there, but not enough for you to finally like really get the most out of the properties of those cars, and it can be a bit frustrating. But oh well, GT racing is GT racing.
Have we got any four-wheel drive cars on the grid? And a Assetto Corsa? I don't think we have we? Because it's GT racing.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
It'll all be rear wheel, won't it?
Definitely know the
rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
Front engined, mid engined, and rear engined, but all rear wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the Porsche's disgustingly rear end. It's gross. The warm-up lap is underway. I'm going to stick it on the leader of this race for the time being anyway. And, I wanted to see Hallgaard actually finish this race in a respectable position that he should have. Because in Kyalami, he was one of the fastest in the race as opposed to... Not as opposed, actually. But like he was in his time trial, he was just as fast in his race. But the mistakes basically just kind of ruined his race for him. So I'm hoping that that's different this race anyway. Our boy Hallgaard deserves a win.
He needs some flowers as well, because the only man with a Honda NSX on the circuit needs his flowers.
Yeah, that's respectable in its own way. Like, that takes big cojones to be in that thing. I personally do not enjoy driving it at all. Or just being fast in it takes a lot.
He's inadvertently handicapped himself compared to the rest of the grid.
Yeah, because there are much safer choices that you could take in this game.
Schroeder looking to come on, son, get a move on.
Oh, there'll be a lot of that. Well, there'll be a lot of that now. Coming up to the start straight, there's going to be a lot of jousting.
Is that you? Oh, I'm all for it. It was a very cheeky.
Oh God, setting the pace. Slows it right down.
I'm all for this. The tactics coming out.
And these guys are almost single file, I think. I don't see a lot on this. Oh no, there's just a bit of space between them. That's good. Coming up to the start straight now. Schroeder taking advantage of the system a little bit there. And Hallgaard's going to get off to a good start. He has to keep Schroeder behind. Now we're going up to now.
Oh, what a goal from Schroeder on that throttle.
Hallgaard still remaining in the lead, but side by side at that. But gets the inside from Schroeder.
Well defended.
And cements that position. And has left Schroeder now fighting for P2 with Corsial.
He's got to go on the defensive early on here.
Switch to the helicam just for a moment so we can see what's going on at the back here as Hallgaard makes a little bit of a gap.
I don't think we've seen any calamities, to be honest, here, Vic.
Have a quick look now, because Pookie has took advantage of Krebs' bad start and has took a position. Krebs almost hitting Pookie in the back. Verhulst.
Angel's dropped free.
Angel find himself in P10 with a big gap there to Verhulst. And it looks as if Pookie has gotten all out of seams as he drops down 3 positions. And Bowler throws it on the inside of Angel. Angel getting all out of sorts. Oh, pushes Adrian wide. Was it Adrian? It was someone in a comic book looking. I can't even tell who that was. But Bowler, P10 behind Pookie. Pookie hits the sand, giving Bowler an opportunity to potentially take that position, and we're just kind of waiting for this to kind of slowly cement the positions, because it's a bit everywhere at the moment.
Wilhurst having a look outside on Clark Kent, old Superman.
I didn't even know Ken was in this race. I didn't even know Barclay.
He's got his glasses on. We didn't notice him.
We didn't hear the honeybees. We didn't hear the honeybees.
March of the Bees.
March of the Bees. There's a lot of sand kicking up here. These drivers.
Ooh, Schroeder has a little sketchy moment there where the back end stepped out, leaving Corsial right on his tail. This is giving Hallgaard the opportunity to open a gap.
This is what Hallgaard will be looking for all race. Any opportunity where he can make a bit of a gap, make the race a little bit easier for himself, a little less pressure, and which will make his race so much more easier. Because as I said previously, you know, last race, a lot of mistakes made, so this one he has to make amends. And it seems as if now gaps are being formed between the drivers. Corsial putting the fastest lap of the race with a 124 flat at the moment, which only spells doom for Schroeder. You know, you never want the guy with the fastest lap sat behind you. You know.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. That's what you got to step it up, man. Yeah, man. We'll have a look at now. Pookie following behind our boy Superman in the honeybee car. I hate looking at this car, crew. I hate looking at it. And Ken gets all sorts onto the dirt. Pookie looking on the inside. Oh, Ken just closes off the gap.
Oh, and Pookie having a little scare.
Little tank slapper, but recovers perfectly. And, you know, after that little bit of an entanglement, as our girl Jada would say.
Jada Pinkett.
Oh my god. The car of Pookie here, only 4 turns behind now after that. So it's not much of a loss. It's, in fact, not even a loss at all, really. This battle still will be going on for the next few laps, I imagine. As Schroeder hits.
He's made up 5 positions up to now, Vic.
Who's that, sorry?
Sandgreen. He's up to 8th.
Adrian, the man with the pace. I expect big things from Adrian. He is one of our fastest F1 drivers, so, you know, I would love to see that come into ACC. Although entirely different formats.
What is that, Adrian?
That is Adrian. Yeah.
Ooh, come on, that boy!
Oh, don't cheer too much. I heard this man puts meatballs in the microwave, so
heinous.
Just be cautious of this guy, okay? It's suspect behaviour. You little sussy backer. But Adrian P8.
Jabba getting all out of shape.
Adrian P8. Angel B9 behind Adrian. Summerhill not having the start. Oh, God, and Adrian's gone off wide. Angel takes that position comfortably. And that's going to mess up the tyres of Adrian now.
Yeah, Summerhill's going to have the run down in the corkscrew on him.
And he will. Better grip.
In a much flatter car as well. Yep, having a little nosy down the inside. There it is.
Takes that easily.
Ooh, I thought he came a bit earlier back onto the racing lane.
Comfortable overtake for Zach, that. He'll need that now, boost confidence, and now he just has to pursue Angel for his position. And we're looking back at the front again. Hallgaard still defending from Schroeder, who will be a relentless attacker throughout this whole race now. And thankfully, go on, sorry.
No, I'm agreeing with you. He's really made up some vast time on him and pulled away from Corsial at the back.
Yeah, well, Schroeder's hit fastest lap now, so it seems as if Schroeder's getting into a bit of a swing of things. Started to find his groove.
Into the groove now, isn't he?
Yeah, they're driving. On the and Schroeder takes the inside, and these are the sort of mistakes that you'll these are the sort of mistakes you're looking for in the top 4 fight. You need any opportunity you can get, and Hallgaard says, I want that position back, and he goes to the inside, and Schroeder just could not defend against Hallgaard's vicious attack. What an overtake by Hallgaard. That was utterly insane.
That takes some big bottle.
Send
it on the inside down in the corkscrew.
That was fantastic. What a way to get your position back there, and in that fighting, Corsica has now closed the gap between them, so any gap made has now been forfeited.
All while this has been happening, it's caused Joris to enter the conversation, just slowly creeping in the background there.
Those are the ones I love the most. The ones where you see them just they're not quite P1 pace, but they're not.
Schroeder goes deep on the brakes.
And that's allowed Corsial to get in ahead there, and Schroeder defends that on the inside very well. Keeps that position. Corsial's not going to let it go though.
I thought Corsial was too respectful there. He wasn't aggressive enough.
Listen, it's all to lose, right? Like, these guys are the top 3 fighting. You know, Hallgaard is just he's an alien oddity in the front. They're confused as why he's there. But these 3, these have to keep it safe. They can't. We just see it destroyed. It just goes way too wide, and that forfeits 2 positions for him. And Corsial P2, yours P3. And now,
all while our boy Krebs is eating up ground on him.
And again, this is what I was saying. I love seeing that one fast guy just behind him, never really in the fight, but he lets the people in front fight, and then you creep up, and you creep up, and you creep down. Yeah, oh, it's beautiful.
Well, he just turns out respectable lap times, consistent lap times.
Because you got no pressure. You've got no pressure. You're just chilling. You're just whacking out these times. Nice.
Who would have thought? Not me.
The commentator's
exactly what's going on right now.
Yeah, commentator's curse roof is it's a thing with us, man. We seem to have it in just like
we seem to be on board when it all goes wrong.
Every time, every single time.
Never when it all goes right.
We'll switch over to Zach Summerhill with Angel and Adrian behind him. And not much of a position change here since Adrian's bit of a blunder going a bit too far wide. And I think that gives us perspective of the pace of these 3 at least, because I think Zach was behind Angel, so I think Summerhill's finally found his groove now and will be looking to get a little bit further ahead. And I think last lap he was faster than Pookie as well, so you know there could be a contention for P6 maybe. If you know he stays out of the fights with Angel as much as he can, but obviously Angel's not going to be wanting to. And we say that, and again, another commentator's curse. And we do have it in the bucket loads, and the corkscrew is the only place in this track where you are probably always going to find yourself being a little, a bit of squeaky bum time on there. You have to take it carefully. You have to make sure you've got every part of it correct, because if not, you'll have a moment like that, and that's allowed Angel now to reclaim his position in P7. And we're looking here, Joris and Peter's even a battle between them two. Schroeder around the outside, and it's made it clear now that Schroeder is faster than Joris, as there was a big gap between these two. Maybe not massive, but it was big enough for Joris to, not have to fear about potentially somebody attacking him each corner. Just get a quick drink and let Crucify take over whilst I just have a bit of a quick drink.
Just have a little look on board give Sherlock some airtime just as we jump on board. He gets a bit of a tank slapper in turn 2. Well, technically turn 3 if you count the long left-hander leading up into turn 1. As some people that'll nitpick.
It's I do love the corner though.
It was Ruth. Commentator's curse, you're right.
And Sherlock just gone wide again in that, and he seems to be getting everybody that corner. That corner seems to be a little bit more of a surprise than this corkscrew at this point. He gets that wrong too. He's gone right off there. He's getting the braking wrong. He's getting his angles wrong.
His tyres were full of... Oh, who's that? Was that Malcolm?
Malcolm hitting the wall, and he's going to have to pit now. There's too much damage on the front.
That was heavy into the wall then.
And we said the corkscrew again.
Oh, Angel, what's going on? You need to slow it down, son. Sherlock, sorry. Slow it down. You've got dirty tyres, man. You've gone off-road.
It's these corners, man. They seem to be catching the drivers by surprise. Just in
return back to why he went wide before the corner before the corkscrew. It's you can hit it flat out, but you've got to be brave. And if you get your entry all wrong, you're going off into the left.
Yeah, the entry is everything on that corner. I mean, we're going to see Angel go into it now, and he nails it perfectly, and so do the drivers behind him. And that's the kind of consistency that you want to keep having on that one corner. But you can imagine the pressure on the drivers is a lot when you've got somebody right behind you. Everybody wanting to do quali laps in a race can lead to a lot of problems. I'm going to head back to the top 4, where Hallgaard is being closely pursued by Corsial.
Like a dog with a bone right now.
I mean, Corsial's got a lot of points to make up after last week. He has to get this P1 for him to stay in contention of being the champion of the season. He's allowed the likes of Joris and Schroeder to catch up to him by the consistent mistakes he's made in the past few races. So, these next 2 30-minute races, of course, will have to be exemplary, perfect. It's for me, it would be P1 or nothing. And they are on the limit. Hallgaard and Corsial using every bit of the track. Coming into the corkscrew now.
That looked a bit of a cut there. We'll see. We'll see at the end whether he got a bit of a warning for that.
Yeah, we'll know if somebody grabs the penalty. It will pop up for us. And Krebs gets a bit of a spin. Pookie narrowly avoiding it. And now a lot of ground for Krebs to make up now. And it's a shame because Krebs, I think, is a previous champion. Is he not of ACC, I believe? Been a bit of a power creep of sorts on ACC in the huts. So
that's what happens when you ask the big sharks to come out from the sea.
Yeah, man. Use that big juicy bait Krebs was debate, and now look what his competition. You know, it's only ever improved. But I'm just kind of glad that we've got now a fully functioning ACC season, like, you know, it's, you know, league race, because I remember the one time where we didn't, and it was only a few drivers were coming there, and it was a bit drab. But this is great to have this every week now. Is just on top of the F1. It's just amazing.
Nah, ACC on top, death to F1.
This is tribalistic attack on F1. My red's better than your blue. Ooh. I'm gonna have a look.
Roger just set the fastest lap.
There's no surprise there. It's just hanging on the back of Joris. And the constant pressure of Schroeder must be awful. Like, I'd hate to have this car behind me, man. This guy, it's what it is with Schroeder is that sometimes it's like he's either just leagues ahead, or he has a few mishaps where he never seems like he gets past you. He's just always behind. And then you have a little bit of a moment again, fall 7/10, but then close that gap, have another little one. So, I don't know, I'd hate to have this guy behind it, honestly. I'd absolutely hate
Schroeder's about to put it to Joris right now if you want to jump on board.
Hey, we're already on it. We're already on it. This is what we're on. So I'm patiently waiting for Schroeder to make that move. And I said it, and it's the curse again. I'm gonna stop speaking. I'm gonna stop.
I think he was going full throttle in dirty air then, and he just
dirty air. Yeah,
he was that close.
People always forget about the dirty air in ACC. They always forget, and boy, does it exist.
He's so aggressive. Like, once you're behind someone, like, there we go, Clark Kent. I've just seen it on board with Clark Kent. He's in the dirty air. Chooses the same racing line as Slovit. Goes extremely wide because he's got no downforce.
Yeah, and the problem with that car is that it's a bit of a bulky car as well. The Aston Martin. It's not. Oh, and someone's gone down, and Pookie's come off the track. Yellow flag, and he has lost 4 positions. He's gone from P5 to P9. The return race for Pookie not going the way that he would have wanted it to go. That is a shame. But I mean, points are still there to be earned for Pookie if he remains here. But I think he's one of our faster drivers in this race. So, you know, I believe he's got 11 minutes to make a few more overtakes again. But it's going to be a big ask for Pookie now after that mistake, especially with them tyres. I'm going to give a bit of love down here. Let's see what the... get on board with the second half of these drivers here. Starting from Bowler, P13, Sherlock, P14. He's gone for a pink and silver Mercedes as opposed to his teammate who has the luminous green and silver Mercedes. I like it. You know, sometimes less is more. You know?
Yeah, Six has just sent a load of love in the chat for you, saying you're the greatest streamer and no one can do it like him.
I don't want to hear anything Six has to say, in all honesty. I appreciate it. I'll take the compliment because my ego needs it. However, Six is a coward. Okay, and I said it here live, yeah. Mr. YouTube himself. No, Crucify, yeah. When you're not here, I asked Six to come co-commentate. Mr. YouTube, he said it. He went, I'll do the exact voice that he said it. He said,
oh, no. He was meant to do it with me at South Africa when I was on my own as well, and he just he went AFK. You asked him, and his brain went AFK.
Oh yeah, just stopped. Yeah, just went disappeared. Yeah, no, don't worry. Same happened to me.
He's there. He's functioning. You ask him the question, and tumbleweeds.
Almost like somebody takes over. Oh dear, Jabber out the race, and Dawn by the looks of it. Dear me. Anyways, water is wet. Holgar's still P1.
Oi.
Horseel so close behind. in P2, and it seems to me, if no mistakes are made now in these last 10 minutes, P1, P2, respectable positions to have, especially with the, and I think
it looks set in stone now, doesn't it? The grid.
Yeah, I think that's for these two anyway. P1, P2 is probably going to be the case. I mean, 2 seconds is a pretty big gap to be trying to close in this stage of the race, and the only thing that's could drastically change this is tyre wear and how that might affect each individual car or open up a few more mistakes to be made.
I don't think the degradation is that vast on sprint races.
Well, it depends on what car you're in.
That's how they can keep the pace.
Yeah, I think it's dependent on what car you're in. Now I know it's been updated since when I last played, but the newer Ferrari was awful in tyre degradation. So when you got to about 18-20 minutes in, you started to feel it like extremely strong.
But also, your driving style is very aggressive. May I just add?
It's the way forward, man. It's aggressive. You know what I mean? What are you doing?
You're in a Ferrari and you drive it like you stole it.
Yeah, man. That's what Ferraris are there for, to be done. It's to be stolen, driven on track. That's the way forward.
The prancing horse. That's the way it's meant to be.
Although I don't condone any violence, I promise. I'm really hoping Hallgaard sticks this out. Not to, take, hurt Corsiel's chances, but I just want Hallgaard to win after last week at Kyalami. He deserves a win. The pace has been strong. The qualifying pace was strong. Qualifying pace last week was strong. His pace was strong there. He didn't get the win out of mistakes made. And he just deserves it, okay? He just deserves this right now. So, racing gods, ACC gods, please, I'm praying. Hallgaard, please do not mess up this chance. You need this, buddy. You need this.
We need this.
We need this. Yeah, the stream needs this. And Krebs overtakes Angel because I believe he might have made a mistake.
Oh, some boy because he almost spins it.
Oh, and he dropped 8/10 a second.
Oh, how the hell he held on to that, I have no idea. He was fully sideways around that flat.
It's a shame we missed it. However, now a tight fight between Krebs, Angel and Summerall, and a lot of switching of positions. Coming into the corkscrew. Who can put the foot down first?
It's a little slipstream train going on here.
Is it by any chance Sherlock, or is it the one that we're watching? We've come up with a new thing for Sherlock. He is the black hole of the racetrack. A gravitational pull of sorts. If you find yourself behind him, there's no escape. The Sherlock train.
Not even light escapes.
No. The only light you see is Sherlock's.
Listen, leave Leonardo alone.
Yeah, the turtle boy. Ooh, somewhere looking on the inside of Angel. Who's brave?
Flashing him.
Summerall.
He's flashing him.
On the inside. Angel has to forfeit the position. And this is so back and forth between these three drivers.
Very aggressive from Zach there, just flashing his lights for Angel to move, get out the way.
Listen, it's a lot. I know a lot of people don't like being flashed, especially on the track. If I'm flashed, I'm like, okay, I see this as a competition. You are going to struggle to get past me now. I am not going to make this easy for you. I'm going to make this difficult. But it's allowed.
I'm going to plan it on every apex now.
Oh, 100%.
Go slow.
Oh, if you flash your lights. Yeah.
And I'm going to back you up into someone else. And now you're going to have to think, do you attack?
Oh, did you see what I saw there?
Yeah, I just saw it on the back of Summerall's camera. Just slightly seen it. And I think Angel managed to rescue it by the looks of it. Yeah, he's still alive. He's still functioning.
Yeah, it looks like he won't be rescuing.
Summerall bumps Krebs and he's done a full 180.
And Angel now, I was about to say he won't be rescuing his P5, but Angel is. He's here, but he's allowed Krebs to take that inside. And no, he hasn't. I lied because apparently I love lying. And Angel now takes P5, and he's got 5 minutes to defend it against these two McLaren drivers, which I just don't see being possible. Not because of Angel's skill, but just because of the aggressiveness of these two drivers behind him. Look at it, side by side, pushing each other off the track. Krebs gets out of shape, and Summerall being potentially one of the, I don't know, most aggressive drivers on this track at the moment, in the way that he is just attacking every corner, and it's allowing Adrian to also get back into this fight. Further down the order, Pookie, followed by what I can't really see is AA Deck, AA Ran. It's Pookie's recovery drive not been as successful as I was hoping he would be after that mistake he made. And Ken, not his strongest race, P11 for the moment. Bowler behind him, P12, Schlowick, P13, Shaw, P14, Sherlock, P15 in the race of his own. He is in no man's land. A lonely race for Sherlock. Malcolm, P16, Wilson, P17, followed by Shankstar in P18, and obviously Dawn and Jabba are out of the race for the time being.
Oh, Dawn's racing. Nothing.
No, he's out. He's been sat in that pit for a while now. And 4 minutes left of the race to go, and Hallgaard still holding on to P1, but Corsial not letting go. It's almost like a rubber band or a bungee cord of sorts, in the way that Corsial keeps losing the time to Hallgaard through little mistakes, and then finding himself back behind him again in a space of a few laps. And I think Corsial's main problem here is what we spoke of earlier, which I think is the dirty air. Once you get trapped in it, it seems it's so hard to make a overtake.
He's gonna have to play chess now in order to set him up.
Yeah, you need to do the. Go on.
He needs to set him up after the corkscrew and onto the home straight. They're the two places where he cannot use the power of the Lambo to overtake him, but it's staying close enough after the dirty air of the corkscrew to really put the power down.
Yeah, you have to psych out the driver ahead. There is no other way to do this in this position.
Yeah, he's going to have to really set up Hallgaard.
In these kind of positions, what I like to do is, I call it the Hamilton special, and I know we spoke a lot about Hamilton and F1. I know it's an entirely different thing, but sometimes you see him do it, and it might not need to, because Hallgaard just takes a very extremely wide line, but Corsial now on the inside, coming to the corkscrew, Hallgaard still ahead. Oh, a little bit of a nudge between the two.
That looked a bit cheeky, to be honest.
Hey man,
but this is what I was saying. This is where he needs to make it count, and he's literally set him up.
He's fighting him.
Elbows out.
Yeah, he's fighting him now. This is a scrap. It's all on the line.
Late
lunge switcheroo.
Too deep though.
And again, Corsial will now have to make that time up again.
With 2 minutes remaining.
That's 2 laps. That's 2 laps to do it. That's all he has left.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Difficult.
Summerall pips Krebs on turn 10? Coming up to the home straight.
It's the last turn anyhow. Last turn, that's the last turn. Start straight turn. That's what I like to call it. Nice and simple. Summerall, battle of the McLarens between him and Krebs. Looks as if he goes a bit wide there. Krebs looks like he gets a bit of a better run. And this is what they do, yeah. Kind of comes into it, and Summerall getting a bit out of shape. Both wide, following each other's line. Boy, is this close. Tank slapper there. Summerall recovers fine. Doesn't lose any time from it. Pressure's on. Big fight for P5. And Adrian has been it's like he's just kind of existed, but is good because of it, you know. So And you know who I've noticed we've... Oh! Crash between Krebs! And someone goes back onto the track!
Oh no, it's all gone pear-shaped!
Oh! And that will be a big penalty for Silverhill for coming back on track like that. That is... Oh, what an insane way to come back onto the track. That is... You have to keep your car still there. There is no way that you can do that. That is a big mistake from Silverhill, and... You know, that's going to be looked into massively on that. And you know, thankfully, you know, they've not lost too many positions. Oh, no, they have. He's P11 now. Oh, my God.
I'm going to quickly go on board and see how it all went wrong.
Yeah, that would need clipping or something. That was crazy. And now, I'm saying A-Deck P5 now. Adrian P6. Kent find himself into P7. Bowler P8. Pookie P9 and
it was Krebs that caused the incident.
Oh, it's Krebs.
Krebs pumped him off, and as Summerhill, because it's a blind, because they come over blind onto the corkscrews, I don't think Summerhill could see them come flying over the crest. So one minute they're not there, he's coming back onto the track. The next minute they are.
Dear Lord. And I think now we're coming to the last corner of this. Let's start straight. And Hallgaard in the lead. I think this is the end of the race. And Hallgaard's about to take P1. He's held off Corsial for so long. And he does it. Hallgaard finally does it. P1. Corsial P2. Joris P3. And Schroeder in 4th. P4 for Schroeder. He's going to be disappointed with this race anyhow. That'll be a shame for him. He'll have wanted more.
To get sick there as well.
Aye, but A-Deck is there. Or A-Deck. It's on top of mine.
He's done well, the boy. I think he's made 10 positions.
I think this is his first race.
Yeah, it is his first race. He made 10 positions. That's insane. He started in 15th and got 5th.
That is the end of race 1. And
massive crash 6, you're right, massive crash. How do you fumble that in the last minutes of the race? I don't know. Well, I went back and looked at the replay, and it looked like it was Krebs that went deep on the brakes, punted him round, and because of the corkscrew, he's blind coming up the hill. So as he's come back to the track, a lot of people have just appeared, and he's already committed to coming back onto the track. Well, what happened there, Ferry? Hit by a back marker, fight was over. Oh, that's a shame.
Don't mind us asking, who are you, Ferry, in the race? However, yeah, it's a shame, man. Sorry to hear that your race 1 has been fumbled, man. Oh, Schroeder. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, race 2. You know, still one more race to go. So it's you know, and anything that you can clip, always bring to the FIA, which is what I think will be happening in. I think there'll be quite a few. You know, given that last lap crew, that was drama. Personified. Yeah, yeah, personified. Yeah. Let me take this goddamn hoodie off because I am boiling. I think this is the hottest this front room has ever been since I moved in. So bear with me.
Yeah, Banana's here, so we're not allowed to use, you know, first world problems like heating.
Ooh. Ooh. Boy.
God forbid I try and stay warm in this house when she's here.
Ugh.
What's that? You trying to survive? Yeah, no, it's pretty cold. No, we don't do that here.
Listen, I'm used to this cold stuff. Do you know what I mean? But this is too warm for me. I'm sweating, boy. This race is getting me all. It's going down to my plums. Oh god. I should wear a t-shirt really, but well. And yeah,
autopilot's on the fritz because they're all in the pits.
Who has the best rating? But yeah,
it's just it keeps swapping from TV to helicam. That's actually pretty funny.
Well, that's race 1 done, and I think we'll be going into qualifying 2 now, which will be setting up for race 2. race. And hopefully people can keep that same form that they had for race 1. Hallgard taking P1 finally. The ACC gods answered my prayer and they allowed a Hallgard win. And I'm not sure when this next race is supposed to start. There we go. There we go. It took a while, but we got there in the end.
Give it all you got.
Oh!
I ain't gonna lie, this new feature that they've added is pretty amazing.
Does it work well?
Yeah, it works seamlessly.
Should we give it a try next stream? Maybe if depending on who it is, we'll give it.
I suppose because it's working off the same data. If we're both running at the same time, it'll probably switch to the same person at the same time because it's running off the same algorithm.
True, which could help our stream be even better. I know that's what you meant by that, but I thought I'd just spell that out for everybody else. Y'all need it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all need it. I'm hoping people keep their fiery moods for this next one, man. You know, bringing race 1 tension into race 2 is going to hopefully change the race dynamic entirely. And people are probably going to find their groove a lot faster now as opposed to race 1. And Hallgard probably will want to win race 2 as well. I think the point system in 30-minute races is obviously naturally different to one long race, so Hallgard looking to maximise how many points he gets out of this. Corsial recovered a lot of points he definitely needed, and we're so close to grabbing P1 as well. And Joris and Schroeder behind Corsial this race.
Lap times to see what they're saying. But
yeah, who's the first one out? That's what we need to really look for. Whoever it was that's furthest ahead, and I'm going to assume it's Krebs. And Krebs on his hot lap touches the dirt, finds himself in a terrible position. And that is a shame for him. He will now have to rerun that lap and stay out of everybody else's way. Needs to pick a gap.
yeah, pick a gap.
Pick a gap. Stop picking the dirt. Krebs. I'm going to stay with Joris, because Joris is one of our front runners, and I think he will set the bar for the laps. And Corsial, I lied, 123.6 to Corsial.
Oh,
And Joris does exactly what he said.
man, that was a superb lap. I watched him pretty much put that whole together. That was a clinic. Smooth, no drama.
Oh god, P3 still in the contention to make this a two-peat. A-Deck, who had a good race last race. I think this is the first race in the season, so...
Just quickly off topic, Vic. So, did he get full race points for the first race? I'm guessing.
I would assume would happen. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? But I'm assuming what happens is
two races?
points are split half. So you get... So let's say, I don't know, let's say you got 25 points for position 1, right? In a full race. Let's say that, yeah. Next, in this one, race 1, if you won race 1, I can only assume that's 12.5 or, yeah. So That would be my thing. However, if they did it the other way, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's always going to end up one way or another. I prefer I think they do it this way, though, because obviously if you lose one race or another, you know, or if you go out, the gap's not quite as big as it would be if you finish the first race as opposed to the second. You know what I mean? That's how I'd prefer it, you know. So you're not losing out massively, which is what I would prefer. So I'm assuming that's how it is. I could be wrong. I should really know the point system, but I mean, it's so confusing at this point in the season. But yeah, A-Deck, P4, sure, P6, and I say P6 because D-Bowler gone to P4.
Corsial's an alien. He's just set the first 122 of the whole event.
And we kind of said this, where race 2 will be a race where people have found more of a groove and more of a
warmed up.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my! What have I just? It was that. I just seen someone bin it. I think it was Dawn. No. Yeah, it was Dawn.
Schlowick 6/10 up, nearly 7. Last 2 corners matter. He's made it through the corkscrew fine, but now he has to crack this one now, and he doesn't. I've got to stop talking. I have to stop talking. I say it, and it happens. It's almost as if I wish this stuff into existence for these people. I'm so sorry, Schlowick. He went from 6/10 up to flat in it. Oh god.
Corsial's just going to beat the fastest lap on his own PB by 2 tenths.
22.6.
He's what 1.5 temps up right now. 0.15, sorry.
This is insane from Corsial. He's really putting it all out now. He said, "Oh, you thought race 1 was." I mean, the Corsial's like a Dark Souls boss. You beat the first stage. You didn't know about the second, and then all of a sudden he transforms into a 4-winged beast with a whole different palette of movesets. And Corsial is showing that here now that race 2 will be a bigger challenge for the likes of Joris Hallgaard to beat, and Schroeder, who hasn't actually done a lap yet, or at least, no, he has, I think. I mean, he's on one anyway. He's 6 tenths up on his last. It's definitely not as good as his race 1 attempt. I'm not sure if... You know what I think, like, Schroeder might be going through here? Remember, like, I always had that problem going into race 1 and 2, and there was always some kind of weird issue. I wonder if that's what's happening. But then actually looking at the time that he's gathering here, that might not be the case. Oh, tank slapper from Schroeder. Keeps it together. Not sure how. Didn't lose too much time. And it will put him in definitely a better position. Takes the last corner faster than his previous. 1.5 seconds probably by the end of this. Boom. P2 Schroeder 122.7, and if didn't have that tank slapper, that could have been P1. And I say that, but Corsial has a 122.4.
Where were these boys holding this pace on the first qualifying?
Well, I think the track evolution from race 1 and 2, you're on technically the same track, only time.
Oh, are you? Oh,
yes.
I didn't realise that. So the track's warm. There's now
yes
rubber on the track, so
yes.
it's a faster track.
It's a faster track. Yes.
ACC on top. See what I mean?
It's different beans, man. It's different beans. But yeah, I think now the track is fully rubbered in now, and these people are taking advantage of it. But the person who isn't at the moment is Hallgaard, who is in the pits. There's a minute and 25 left of the. I don't think he's doing another lap. I think that's Hallgaard not doing another lap now. I don't think Schroeder will be doing another lap now. I don't think there's time to go out there and do one.
Angel and Schultz haven't even come out of the pits. They've not even set a lap.
I had to do the last first. Well done, the boys. that's the first.
I don't know. It's a bold strategy, kind of. Let's see how it goes. For those that don't know, that's a dodgeball reference.
Love that goddamn film.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Oh, and Corsial. Oh, whoa, a bit of a lag spike there. I thought Corsial had gone off the track. Turns out there was a little bit of a lag spike. Corsial on the same time as his previous. Brakes a little later there. Put down the throttle earlier. No, he's still stuck in the same time. Not much of an improvement, but still an improvement at the moment. And the last two corners are going to matter for everything for Corsial to improve now. And he slams that.
I will say this. Sorry, Vic. I will say this because as I'm watching it on the autocam, when there is like an incident, the game recognises it and goes, "Oh well, they've crashed. I'll skip." He doesn't really let you see how it unfolds.
Yeah, the rate goes
it just
down,
goes,
right?
Yeah, they're out. Right, we'll go find someone else that's on the track, and it immediately goes find someone as soon as they go off track.
Oh, P3 and Corsial is our pole sitter. And I don't see anyone beating that. Yeah, I don't see anyone beating that. That's insane time. 122.3, nearly 4.
Almost every lap he beat his PB. He went, yeah, I could go faster.
Yeah, I could go faster. Yeah, I could do a little bit more.
You know what? Yeah,
go on more
a little bit more.
Yeah, go on more with me. Yeah. P1 Corsial, P2 Schroeder there.
I think he did it every lap. So is that not our top 3?
That's our top 3. Well, I mean, Schroeder is P2. He's currently P1. Joris is P3, but he's currently P2 in the driver's standings, that is. And Corsial, who is P3 in the driver's standings, is now P1. So it seems as if the Earth has corrected itself. There's no alternate timeline here. It is the top 3 of the driver's standings in the top 3 of race 2.
This is not endgame.
Yeah, there'll be no
going back in time using the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, there'll be no different Spider-Mans here. Okay, this is it now. This is the 3, and Krebs is P4, P5.
Stop the race. Something ain't right.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry, I thought you genuinely. you got me scurred all of a sudden there. Pookie P5, A-Deck P6, Hallgard, our race 1 winner, P7, not improved on the last race there.
Was A-Deck sandbagging the first race and just wanted to see the pace and then goes, right, I'll just start from the back because
maybe he was in the last to first, but I mean that's where he I think that's where he finished in race 1, right? P5, P6. So I mean that's fitting. That works for A-Deck. Summerhill P8, Kent P9, Bowler P10, Shaw P11, Adrian Sandgreen P12, Chris Dawn P13, Schlowick P14, Sherlock P15, Jabber P16. Hopefully he finishes this race, and I hope Chris Dawn does as well. And I'm wondering if Verhulst's back. We have lost 2 drivers since race 1. I'm not sure. I know Verhulst is one of them. I'm not sure what happened there to Verhulst, who's usually a very consistent driver on here. Angel P18, 19 is Malcolm, and Schulz sits in P20. Again,
Angel in 18th.
It must be. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. It's
he didn't even set a lap time, so I'm wondering whether he's got issues.
Or maybe it's just maybe it's a strategy that we don't know about.
You know what he's going for? He's going for the rocket. He's at the back looking for the box that gives you the rocket. There first, Mario
Bullet
Kart
Bill.
Strats.
Bullet Bill.
The Strats, man. He's looking for free mushrooms.
What a scumbag. What a scumbag tactic for Angel. Bullet Bill user.
I think you've got some traumatic memories of your nephew doing that to you, haven't you?
I'll never forgive him.
Big brained.
I've hated him since.
That's big brain. You got to give him credit where credit's due. It was
a scumbag tactic, and I'll never respect it. Okay, bullet billing your way to first. That is criminal stuff. That is should be a crime, a war crime of sorts. It's awful stuff. But we are nearly underway. In race 2, Corsial in the position he probably thinks he belongs in. And Schroeder is going to be the one to oppose that one, and so will Joris, hopefully, in this race. We don't want to see anybody run away. We love a good tight race, and they definitely showed that in race 1. So
how are we doing, Tim? Big brain, isn't it?
which one's that? Sorry, I had to just
No, it's
quickly
the chat.
Game IQ.
Some of the COD boys have come over.
You don't belong here, COD boys.
Hey, listen, we need to diversify their game library. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, because this one, this game takes a bit of skill, boys. So you're just gonna have to, no aim assist here for you, isn't it? So, you know what I mean? No aim assist. No controller advantage. No controller advantage here. Okay, so
yeah, just ask Sherlock.
Damn.
Oh, that was friendly fire. Sorry, Sherlock.
I'm not. Anyway, we're nearly there now. Coming up to the last few corners of the track of Laguna Seca for race 2 of this event. God, I'm hoping Schroeder really... I don't know what it is. I love drama. Crew,
you love an underdog, that's what it is.
I do. I always root for the underdog. Krebs, please. Please do something, Krebs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skill ball the first 3 out.
Yeah, take all 3 out like Schumacher would.
Yeah. Release the inner German. We know you want to do it. I gotta be careful how far I go with that one as well, releasing the inner German.
Yeah, it was towing the line. You know, that could be construed as
disregard it, racing, disregard it. Go, Seal. Takes the lead already. And the Lamborghini acceleration is insane, but late break from Schroeder looking to challenge it. Joris took it in.
Oh God! Pops out Joris. Oh, there's the buckers all over the show.
And there's a bit of recovery. It's getting wild out there.
Elbows out.
And let's jump into the helicam of the middle pack.
And Corsial's been... No, Corsial's safe. He's safe.
Krebs has gone from P5 to P20. I'm so sorry, Krebs. I didn't mean literally do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a joke. What a mess that was from the start. Not enough to restart the race, thankfully. But there will be a lot of ground to make up now from the likes of Krebs, Angel, Malcolm.
I think that was Halgard.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was, and I think that'll be looked into. There's a little
he just
bump in there.
There's a fan hammer coming your way. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, corkscrews caught him out. Wilson's been caught out by the corkscrew as well.
Oh, it's going crazy. What a crazy lap 1. And I was talking about that tension from race 1 being brought into race 2. And I think Halgard probably felt that a little bit. You know, wanting to make those positions that he lost in the qualifying as opposed to race 1.
Yeah, he had a really poor qualifying compared to the others, considering the track was faster.
I think he wanted to make too many overtakes a little bit too fast. Or maybe it was just an honest mistake.
Yeah, this isn't Gran Turismo, lad. You don't you don't get them opportunities on this game.
Yeah, and the P1 and P2, that's probably looks like it's going to be a fight for the next 27 minutes, because I don't think Schroeder's going to want to let go of Corsial anytime soon. Joris lurking in the back, Pookie on the front of what looks like a very long train, and Bowler and Halgard scrapping. This is extremely dangerous situations. Halgard looks on the inside of the corkscrew and he ends up on the outside. Bowler takes the inside of this one. Oh, and Adrian just knocks Halgard out of the way, and it almost looked like revenge. And that will be looked into, and that is Halgard's race done now. And that AFIA will be looking into that 100%. That was caught in 4K cameras. Adrian Sangreen, you are a prisoner. You are a con of this track at the moment.
Locked up, they won't let me out.
They won't let you out, Adrian. You are you are done for. And Corsial P1 and Yoris P2, and I think someone there has had a mistake, and I'm trying to think who was there. Someone else, Ken, Sangreen. Schroeder has ended up somewhere, and I just don't know where.
Leaving the race.
He's left. Yeah, he's entirely gone. Something must have happened that I didn't see.
He doesn't, Ruth. He really doesn't.
I mean, he did win race 1 though. So I mean, like, you know.
Ruth's saying he has. Hallgaard doesn't seem to have the look of the Irish on his side. It does when it goes wrong. It really does go wrong for the boy.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours for Hallgaard, and I think Schroeder has now exited the race. The crash might have been pretty bad, and unfortunately we missed it. We don't know if it was a bit of a moment with Corsial or what had happened there.
If he was still in the race, I would have been able to go back to the replay and have a look, but he's left. So
I'm thinking if you could use Corsial as that as the vessel for that, you know, looking into that maybe. I don't know if that's possible, but
we've gone past.
The marker to do that's fine. That's fine. It happens. I'm sure we'll see it in the future in FIA. But looking at it now, it is Corsial. Yeah, it is Corsial ahead. Yoris is P2. This is a excellent opportunity for these two drivers to now compete for P1 position in the driver's standings. Now that Schroeder, a direct competitor, is out.
Someone needs to hit the cone. There's a braking cone in the middle of the track.
Get it out of the way.
Get rid.
Oh my god,
people
look
are going around it. Someone hit it.
Where are we looking here?
Yes, go on, Shaw. You're the lad.
Look who's in P3. Crew, look who is P3. It's the man, the myth, legend, Pookie. He has made his way in the ugliest car on the track to P3.
I think he I don't know whether my eyes are recalling something else, but I think he was part of the problem on turn 1.
It could have been. I mean, it's not only could he be a prisoner on track, but the fashion police should come for Pookie for that car anyway. As soon as he parks up in that garage, I want everybody on him. That is the worst looking car, and I will not drop it. It's terrible looking. Look at it. I actually feel a bit sick looking at it. It's terrible. Oh, I don't know, Reef. Not sure why it would be 720.
It'll be in your OBS settings and your output. So you've probably got it set to 720p. If you can't change it to 1080p. No, not midstream, no. Unfortunately.
Oh, well, I apologise. As long as it can be seen and watched, though, I guess that's what matters. I don't think it's done that before.
I'm looking forward to though. They have trialled 1440p at the moment on Twitch, so I am looking forward to that.
I've got like mess around
at the moment, it's only like selected accounts that can stream from it. You know, like specific partners on Twitch.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't think my screen can do it though, so I guess it means nothing to me.
Well, I think your phone screen's like 1440p.
Oh, that'd be nice, I guess.
Because I know on my old Samsung that was a 4K display.
God knows, couldn't tell you. I'm not a phone guy. Corsial has just ran away with us now.
Yeah, it's his to lose.
Yeah, 5-second lead. Continuing that form of the qualifying. It's night and day pace difference now that the track is warmed up.
He really did what he said. He said to himself, let's show these boys some pace. And I know Schroeder's not here, and I know we've lost Hallgaard to turn 1 incident, but the pace that if Joris can't keep up with him, he's flying. That's the best way to put it. He's got his cape on and.
Gold P6. That is Ken in P7. Summerall, and the gaps have been formed here now.
Ken's got the run on Bowler down into the corkscrew.
I don't think he's going to do it, is he? He won't do it.
Oh, he had a little look. He had a little look. Oh, there we
Bowler
go!
spins off.
The pressure from Clark Kent.
That's all he needed in that
He took his glasses
situation.
off, showed the windiness. I went, do you know who I really am? And like Lex Luthor, he folded.
Lex Luthor. Oh. I mean, we could see Kent catch Shaw here, maybe. I mean, this would be a great race too for him as well.
He's been setting quicker laps up to now.
It's very strange to me, the pace differentiation of some of these drivers from race 1 to race 2, and I'm not sure what the other than the track evolution, I couldn't tell you what the biggest difference was, because I'd always assume that, you know, further the track goes, the faster it gets, you know, and everybody just kind of stays the same position. But what we're kind of finding here is that people actually find it probably faster, and some people are just finding it straight up just more difficult to drive on as opposed to earlier. Whether that's down to setup.
It's the marbles, Vic. The marbles.
Could be. It could be. It could be.
Because even though the racing line gets faster, if you slightly off it, it's greasy.
Yeah, you can see it in there. I mean,
I like where the optimal racing line gets narrower and narrower each track. Look at corkscrew right now. Imagine going onto the marbles. It's game over.
Yeah, your tyres would end up just slipping right off.
You're just being dragged out. You'll get dragged out and you'll understeer in most of your corners. And it's not ideal. You're going to lose so much lap time.
Yeah, the least place you want to be is on those going wide in any corner here now. It's dangerous. And a crash here between Schloik, Krebs and Angel. And if can I get an instant replay of what happened here? We can. We're on an instant replay now. What happened? Schloik ahead, going into the last two corners.
I think it was Angel punted.
Angel behind. Following behind, and I think maybe a bit too much of an early break, and Angel didn't see it coming, and he's knocked him right off there, and Krebs just getting caught in the crash of those two drivers. Yeah. And we're going to go back to the race now.
No more rear window for Slovik there.
Dad?
Yeah, he needs maybe to add about 5 more in if he's got someone like Angel behind him now. He's going to be a little bit nervous having someone like that behind you. And I say that, I'm not saying Angel's a bad driver, but if you make one mistake, you do get nervous about a potential second from the same driver in that same race. I know I do. And the pressure's on now because Krebs might be looking on the inside. He doesn't go for it. He baits it a little bit. Doesn't get Schloik a little bit out of place. I don't think it does.
We've lost 4 races. I think Jabba's just had enough as well. Yeah, Jabba's left. We lost 4 races this race.
Hey man, it happens. You know, sometimes you can hack the pressure, sometimes you can't. And that's just the way it is.
The headeth get hotteth. That's the best way to put it.
I mean, I remember coming into race 1 and race 2, and race 1 would always be like a really good race for me, and race 2 would always end up just in calamity for some bizarre reason. And it was always the way. It's like, I think I raced at Brands Hatch. I'm going to do a Rosberg here, where I got my podium, okay? And race 1, podium, real quick, like race 2, first corner, get taken out. It's always the way, at least for me. It's just the way it is. Just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And if both the races go to pot, then that is a different sort of feeling. Not a nice one. If you've been practicing all week, if you've been practicing all day, and then you come into the race and it's ended within the first few laps, you know, it's a massive sinking feeling. You just can't wait for the next week to come so you can redeem yourself of sorts. Oh god, closely behind Angel now. Bowler, Slowick dropping behind a few positions of Krebs and Bowler. Dawn, Malcolm getting out of shapes in the corkscrew. Our boy Shankstar Schulz in P15. Wilson behind him. You know, that's another driver we're missing. We're missing Bomberclart in the Spitfire McLaren. I know Wilson's spotting that, but his teammate usually as well. And there's Malcolm doing wheel spins. Yellow flag for Angel as he goes off and loses a couple of positions to Hallgaard and Krebs. And maybe we could just see what happens here in a little replay. And he just hits the dirt a little bit and ends up going off the track. And that's a big mistake Angel's going to wish he didn't make.
A boy Clark Kent up into 5th.
We're just going to pop onto him now.
He's got himself some space as well while Summerall is on the back of ADEC.
Yeah, big fight between ADEC and Summerall now, and Summerall's not a man to give you any space.
How the hell did he make time after drifting? That was absurd.
Great exit. Leaves ADEC in the dust.
Oh, what a manoeuvre by Summerall. Give the man his flowers.
Bends that position, cements it. ADEC is nothing but a passenger in Summerall's wake in those few corners there. Nothing he could do but just watch Summerall fly past. And he hits the bumper. ADEC they both do. And yeah, Summerall is still the one to take an advantage from that mistake that they both made. That was kind of incredible. But I mean, Summerall's been at this these past 2 races all day. Just the overtakes. I love races like Summerall who are just brave. They do not care about what space you have, but they'll do it not in a dirty way, but just in a way that's just like you just wouldn't expect it. Takes advantage of big situations, but you got to be careful in that McLaren, man.
That was very narrow. But
you see it, right? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Really narrow.
I think he hit the curb a little bit and it spun his car a bit into that corkscrew.
What, rotated him early?
Yeah, it rotated. Yeah, it did. I mean, this is probably the McLaren. It's very low, a low ride height. So any curb you hit with it, you feel it. You feel the whole curb. So. It's like
that's the first time chat from. I'm gonna butcher this because that is impossible. Riccio fan?
Riccio Fane?
Summerall was sticking his nose in, making dangerous situations all race in the first one.
Hey man, yeah, no, there's no rule about.
You can call me Angel.
Oh, right.
Come on, Angel.
Is Angel out the race then? Oh, boo! Angel out the race, boo! He's bro. Hey. There's no rules against sticking your nose in, man, as long as you're not taking someone out. No. You gotta be safe, man. Every time you have to leave a space, the great Alonso said, you always have to leave a space. Anyway, that's down to FIA. Not the commentators, man. Don't shoot the messengers.
That's 70 left today.
Hey, I mean, Corsial was a 5-second gap ahead. That has gone down to 3.2 from Joris, who holds the fastest lap of 122.8, which is 2 tenths faster than Corsial's fastest lap. So I don't know if this is a return drive from Joris, but I mean, I hope so. I hope there's a late challenge in this race. At least, because
yeah,
we want to see that.
If you're leaving, sorry, Vic, I'm just Angel's like we're his grievance counsellor now. You know what I mean? If you're leaving it open on the corkscrew and not defending it and leaving the invitation, someone's going to take it.
Yeah, man. There are some people who won't. There are some people who will, man.
Because it's a slow corner. The camber generates all the speed. It's a slow corner, so if you're going to leave it open, the invitation's there.
regardless of racing politics.
I want to give Jay Shaw his flowers as well. He's up till 4th from 11th, so he's having a stellar race as well, and he's churning out some like consistent lap times. So I want to just point that out as well.
And we'll see how long that lasts, because he does have Kent behind him, who has been doing the same sort of laps. His best one is 123.7. Shaw's best one is 123.7, and they are hitting both of them in the late 123, early 124 lap time. So Ken being a little quicker. Shaw just going a bit too wide onto the marbles. He's on the stones now.
Here comes Superman right now.
And he's in the slipstream. Looks in the outside. Shaw defends the inside.
Lovely.
And I'm wondering, the late break, Shaw defends the inside. Ken looking to take advantage on the outside, but doesn't quite do it as Shaw defends that.
I think he's going for the undercut.
And we think that...
Tried, we weren't there.
Shaw defends beautifully in that corner and keeps Clark Kent at bay for a little bit longer. And
all the while, Summerall's licking his lips at these two fighting.
Oh, Summerall will love that above anybody, won't he? He is the man to be careful of in the next 10 minutes for these two drivers, because he will creep up, he will attack, and he will make it difficult for Shaw and Kent 100%. And the gap from 3.3 to 2.4, Joris closing that gap now. It gets closer and closer with 10 minutes to go. And I'm wondering, that's 8 tenths in what, 2 laps, crew? 8 tenths in 2 laps, maybe 1? What was that last lap then? Last one, 123.3 to Corsica was 123.8. That's 5 tenths a lap. We could see him catch up in 4 laps time.
He's made half a second on him.
I look forward to that. We will get back to this later on as it closes, as we see a...
We need a little graphic like the F1 do, like overtake on this lap.
That's what we need. That would be awesome. That would be great.
Hey, Six, if you're still here, you still haven't hooked us up with our graphic, you could at least do that one.
Yeah, come on, Six. Give us whatever graphics Crew's talking about, man. I want whatever he's on about. I want it. Ooh, Ken on the dirt a little bit. Shaw taking the inside of this corner. Ken looking to get the better exit, and he does. And he sticks right behind him. Slipstream intact, coming up the hill. Shaw putting his car in a position which doesn't allow Ken to go past. And thank you, Sona 711. That is Sherlock for the subscription. Thank you very much,
baby.
Appreciate that. And you have tuned in here into a big battle.
Thank you, Leonardo, for your 5 months.
This is for P4 if you are tuning in now to watch this. Shaw having a valiant defense from Kent. As Summerall now, a lurker in the background to now a full-on stalker behind you on a train. He's there in your bush, in your metaphorical bushes outside your house. And he will attack. He'll definitely take advantage now.
So close between these three right now.
It's hard to come away from this. This is kind of like the biggest battle, but I will just quickly... You look for me. You be my eyes, and I'm going to just quickly...
The auto cam's staying here. It knows.
It knows.
This is where the action is.
A battle between the teammates. German teammates of Dawn and Krebs. Sporting the same livery. It looks like they have a little bit of contact between the two of them. Ooh. And I'm not sure if that was a friendly little nudge.
Bumps, loses some momentum, and then Summerall... Oh, it's all going wrong.
Oh, Summerall doing what he does best and taking advantage of any mistake made in front of him. Ooh. And now Shaw will have to take on the burden of Summerall's attacks. Kent was doing so for so long and felt the pressure. And it looks like Summerall might have the run here to make this overtake possible. Gets a better exit, looks on the outside.
Keeps him narrow.
Sure, great defending again, but Summerall gets a better exit, and there's the overtake.
kept
foot
him
down
narrow.
early. That was brilliant overtake by Summerall. These are the exact overtakes we're talking about. But it looks like Shaw is not giving up on P4.
I've been sent to the two boys that run the league, Don and Krebs. They're fighting each other at corkscrew right now.
Oh, a bit of a nudge from Shaw. Can't get caught up in it. I think Summerall left enough space there, and I think Shaw might have been a little bit late on the brakes and kind of got a bit out of sorts there. But again, a Summerall masterclass as far as I'm concerned. Shaw, bit of a tank up there, touching the dirt. Ken trying his best to survive in this race. It seems he's getting all caught up in people's mistakes. And there's another one from Shaw, taking that corner extremely slow. Kent on the inside of the next corner. This is...
Oh, that could have been ropey.
It was ropey. I think Shaw was... Kent had the inside line. I think Shaw should have probably took that a little bit safer.
I think you need all the help you can get, Sherlock, to be honest. So, yeah, pick the Lambo.
I mean, I've been saying it for ages. Lambo is the best car. And if you're not doing Lambo, what are you doing? What is it you're doing? Picking Mercedes. You must be crazy. Who would do that?
Angel and Sherlock.
You know what I mean? Lambo's there to be used, man.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for the team chat for Krebs and Dawn right now, fighting
these
each other.
These two are having... Yeah, these guys are having the times of their life. They've been nudging, pushing, fighting every lap. They're not giving each other an ounce of room or a break. Look at it around the outside. Goes Don. This is the best race we've seen Don, and it's against his teammate. Look at the late break. And he goes far
really late.
way off, and Krebs. It looks like Krebs is waiting for him. I think this is a.
I think they're having their own race.
I think this is their own race. I think they've gave up on the idea of catching anyone in front and decided, oh well, we can make this fun and we can have our own race. Why not? And Don seems to not want to by constantly making mistakes there. Well, we'll switch now to the gap that has closed. Corsial still P1, has to go through the back markers, and whilst he's doing that, Joris is still slowly creeping on Corsial. He's now closed that to 1.6 seconds from a 5-second gap, and he has 4 minutes to close that entirely and make the move.
Well, that's where you don't want to be meeting a back marker on a breaking point on a corner. That's like the worst place.
That's setting back. That has set him back a few tenths. Fortunately, another part of racing, when there is back markers, you do have to take them into account. You do have to overtake them correctly, and you have to do it the fastest way possible. And sometimes you just have to be a little bit patient to do so.
Autocam's just bringing me constantly back to Dawn and Krebs, but they're taking the mick. They're out here drifting. I'm gonna have to disable it because it keeps bringing me back to them when there's no need.
Sure. I mean, Puki's still P3. It's a 20-second gap to the leaders, but it's a race by himself. Puki's just relaxing. He's probably racing with his feet at this point. It's a good experience for him now just to get a podium after being out of ACC season racing for so long, and
he almost loses it though.
He almost loses it. It's almost as if like I have some sort of curse that where if I talk to people or about them, they just crash. Eventually. But yeah, this is it's a comfortable position for Puki now.
Yeah, it's just him and his demons right now. Let's not listen to him and of them telling you to put it into the wall. Don't do that. Look, he's making S's in the road to keep himself entertained. He really does know it's just him and his thoughts.
Sure, Summerhill must have made a mistake because Shaw has reclaimed P4 and Summerhill is back to P5 and Kent is P6. So Summerhill has, yeah, at some point made a mistake, I imagine. I'm not quite sure where or what happened, however, it has. And he's got 2 minutes to rectify it, so, 1.6 second gap to Shaw. It's a lot of work to be done in such a short time. Every corner, every lap has to be perfect from here onwards. Hallgaard, race 1 winner, P7. I think made a bit of a blunder in the start of race 2, and I'd probably be fair to say this is probably the position that he kind of, I don't know, not should be in, but given off how it started, yeah, this is, looks like there might be a bit damage in the car. Probably not going the same pace as it usually can.
I'm wondering, now we're coming to the last lap, or what'll get Shaw in if he's available for post-com.
Ooh, big dive, big send from Bowler. Huge send.
Maybe...
What an overtake. I don't know if that was intentional. Radek seemed to kind of let it happen. But Bowler takes P8 from Radek on the P9. And, yeah.
Shaw's binned it!
And just as I said it, all it takes is the one mistake to lose it all. And here comes Hallgaard as well now. And he's going to take that position from Shaw as well. Lost it all on the last few laps. His tyres are going to be dead. He doesn't stand a chance probably keeping up with Hallgaard here now. Summerall back into P4. Kent into P5. Corsier now on his last lap. And Joris is 1.2 seconds behind.
It's all Corsier's to lose now.
It really is last lap pressure. That's what it is. And all he has to do is just keep it between the lines. And he's won this.
Hit your braking points. Turn when you're meant to. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but Joris is... he's lurking, man. He's there. He's letting it known that he's at any moment.
They both go wide.
A few more corners left. The corkscrew, the make or break, takes that fine. They both do. Joris hoping for something to happen here. Now he's so close. 0.7 behind him. One corner left to go. Corsiel seems to nail it. So does Joris. And our race 2 winner will be Corsiel, redeeming himself from both race 1 and last week at Kiel Army. Joris in P2. Pukki miles behind. Good 20 seconds from the leaders, but a podium all the same. And he will gain a podium position after I think months of not being in an ACC race, I believe. So this is Pukki and his demons making it into P3. Summerall into P4 after an up and down race. Great overtakes, but I think there's some questionable moments. Kent P5, and we are... Oh, it's all switching around now. It's all going a bit crazy. That's Shaw P6. ADEC P7, I believe.
Well done to everyone for taking part.
Yeah, it's cracking first race 1. Race 1, I think race 1 was a bit better than race 2, but it's still a great race all the same. And the standings are going to look a bit crazy after this, and I am excited to see where each
Drive
one
of
of
the
these
day,
land.
Vic.
Drive of the day. Oh, it's hard to say, man. I'm going to give it to... It's a tight between Pukki and Shaw. The reason why I give it to Pukki is he's been out for months. He's been away. To claim a podium position from P2 is fantastic. I mean, that's just great. That's what you want after being away for so long. I had little runner-ups. I mean, if it wasn't him, it was going to be Hallgaard for race 1. Both qualifying P1, both race 1 winner. That's what you wanted last week. Didn't quite get, so I would have. And then there was a few mistakes made from Summerhill, I believe, for, you know, a little few bit moments. But in terms of overtakes and just like really putting it on other drivers, Summerhill would be probably a runner up there too. But I'd give it to Pookie just for the months being away and coming back and getting a podium is great. What about you, crew? Who's yours?
I'd have to give it to Shaw for that race. He made 11 positions in that final race. That's ridiculous. Race 1. Ooh. Because obviously there's 2 races, so what I'll split it. So race 2, I'll give it Jay Shaw. Race 1, I'm trying to remember how it unfolded. What was the mid-pack scene?
Oh, my game has crashed, but oh well.
But I'd have to go Hallgard race 1.
Hallgard race 1, yeah, that's probably where I would put it too. I'm going to put the standards up here for now whilst we talk about all the changes and that, and you know who could potentially be where. You know, I mean, who got a win? Hallgard will probably go up a few places now because Santana's not raced here for quite a while.
He's on to greener pastures. I don't think he'll be back.
No, I don't think so either. I think the gap was kind of big, wasn't it? So so I think Hallgard will go up a few positions now. Putting his position probably behind Bowler. But still, obviously, like a massive gap for him to close between the, you know, Ken and Bowler, who are ahead of him, and Verhulst. In terms of Corsial, Joris, and Schroeder not being part of race 2 will definitely affect his position of P1. So I think he will drop down to probably P3, and I think Joris will be the guy to take P1 because he had 2 good races, didn't he? He had 2 good back-to-back races, I believe. I think was it the P3 and P2 or P3 and P2, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So could be Joris, could be Nathan back at the top, but I mean, there's, you know, they're tight on points, and Nathan winning this race 2, it could be Corsial back at the top again. Just a quick second to go through this. That's fine. But yeah, I want to see who's around, see if we can, if there's anyone to grab. To be honest, I don't think there's anyone to kind of grab for a talk, to be honest. Crew, Jabba, I would respectively say, didn't race enough to really have any.
Yeah, well, he quit. He quit on us. We don't take quitters.
Yeah, but just going through a few things to just kind of see where we're at for next race, and the next race of round 11 will be the Nürburgring, and it's an 80-minute race.
Ooh.
80 minutes. That's a long. That's a long hour and 30 shift for us. That one.
Yeah, they don't think of my knees or my back.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We're old men. Okay, we're you know, Cruz 30 is old. Help him out. He's old. He's so old. Zimmer frame.
Why are you doing that? You're 30 in 2 months yourself.
No.
No, you don't do that.
I'm like,
you don't throw a man under a bus.
I'm like
with his Zimmer frame, like you're not having one yourself.
I don't age. I am Will Smith without the bald wife. Okay.
What,
I don't age
without Tupac.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's who she's slowly morphing into. However, anyway, Nürburgring, 80 minutes next week. 2 mandatory pit stops, round 11. Who would you have down for that race? Do you reckon any?
I've got to put my money on Corsial, man.
It seems like that's the crack in it. That seems like that's who's gonna keep kind of winning, keep showing their pace. I love an underdog though, so you know I'm always rooting for Joris.
Second race, Joris it's weird, man. Like sometimes he'll perform like that, and then some days he'll be mid pack. that I've noticed. It's weird. You don't know which
what Joris are we going to get?
Joris will turn up. Yeah, it's.
But we could say the same for Corsiol. He claims a lot. He gets a lot of penalties. He gets a few drive-throughs. It's probably the only reason why Joris and Schroeder are in contention for P1 in the driver standings in the first place is because of Corsiol's mistakes that are made. The person that I would probably have down to win the drivers as a whole would be Schroeder. That's who. That would be my take.
Well, he missed out on a lot of points in second race because he just dashboarded.
Alright, but there's plenty of time to make it back. You got the Nürburgring on the 27th of October, and then it's followed by at least our home race, Silverstone, on the 3rd of November, and then the Hungaroring on the 10th of November. So the next 3 races are going to be good ones. I personally love all 3 tracks. Nürburgring, Silverstone, and Hungaroring are all, to me, fantastic tracks. So and Hungaroring is going to be a sticky one, man. Like, it is extremely difficult to overtake there. So qualifying matters above anything. So yeah, I mean, I'd say we don't really have anyone to bring in here as of today. I think everyone's had a bit of a... yeah. But regardless, it's been a great stream. I've enjoyed having Vic Crew back. And
it's been thoroughly enjoyable. It's nice to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. Hoping same again next week, same time, and we'll see everybody on round 11 at Nürburgring and the Huts Gaming ACC Season 3. And
peace and love, baby.
Peace and love. Take care, guys.
We out.
Peace.